Today in this video we will just solve a numerical from Leetcode, which is search insert position, which is 35th numerical in our Leetcode. And yeah, let's move on to the numerical. So here the question says given and sorted array. So yeah, once the sorted array, if you see, it's an application of binary search algorithm, you can say. So yeah, we are going to use binary search algorithm and we are going to solve this numerical. So let's read the question. Given a sorted array of distinct integers and a target value, return the index if the target is found. If not, return the index where it would be if it were inserted in order. So here what they are saying is a sorted array has been given, a target number is also been given. If the target number is been found in an array, just tell the index value of the target value. Else, if the target value is not being found in an array, then we have to mention at which index will the value will be inserted. Since it's a sorted array, right? So you have to mention in which index the value can be inserted. So here in example 1, you can see there's an array with named nums over here, and you have 1, 3, 5, 6, and target is equal to 5. So you can see 5 exists in an array, so it is in the index of 2. So 0, 1, 2, right? So it's in index of 2. So we are returning the output as 2. Here you can check in example 2, we have a target value of 2, but inside an array there is no element called 2. So where will be the 2 be inserted over here? So the 2 will be inserted between 1 and 3, which is index of 1. So yeah, this is an overview of our numerical. So we are gonna use binary search algorithm for this to solve this numerical. So let's solve this. So first step, we are just telling if target is less than nums of 0, then return 0. So what does this means is like if the target is less than first element in an array, then of course it's gonna insert in 0th index, right? So that's what it means. If a target is less than nums of 0 means it's like first element from an array. If the target is lesser than first element from an array, then return 0, which is we are going to insert the element in 0th index. So the index will be 0, right? So return 0 over here. So now we will just start our code for binary search. So first we will just initialize two variables, which is left and right. So left is equal to 0. The left pointer is the first element, which is like left pointer is going to point the first element of an array, and of course then right should be like pointing the last element, right? So right is equal to nums dot length minus 1, you can say. Yeah, so we have two pointers, which is left pointing the first element of an array, and second pointer, which is right pointing the last element of an array. So now just type a while loop over here, while left should be lesser than equal to right. So left element should always be lesser or equal to right. If it get crossed, if left pointer get crossed with right pointer, then we have to exit the loop. So we are just using a while loop over here, and as a first step you have to find the mid value. If the mid value is being found, you can check with the mid value and you can find whether the target value can be in right side of the mid value or else in the left side of the mid value. So int mid equal to left plus right by 2 over here. So we are just finding the mid value by summing up the left and right and dividing it by 2. And once the mid value is found, if nums of mid is greater than target, or else for better understanding we can just write if target is greater than or equal to nums of I. So sorry, it's like nums of mid. So if a target is greater than a mid value, then of course it will be in right hand side, right? So we have to move the left pointer to from mid plus 1. So because our value is not left side of the mid value, it's like greater than our mid value. So of course it will be in the right side of the mid value. So left pointer is being changed to mid plus 1 because we no need to check the leftmost elements over here. And else if target is less than nums of I, sorry, nums of mid, why I'm getting this, okay, if target is less than nums of mid, we have to alter the right pointer, right? So right is equal to mid minus 1. Else if the target is not greater than or lesser than the mid value, then we found the index, so return mid. So once this loop gets existed now, at last once the left and right pointer get crossed each other, we have to return left over here. So why we are returning left over here, I'll just explain you with an example. So let's take this test case over here. So in this test case, if you check, we have an array of nums which is 1, 3, 5, 6, and the target value is 2 over here. So where will the 2 be inserted is like in index of 1, right? So in this is like 0th index, and in first index the 2 will be inserted over here. So as a first step, we are just initializing left is equal to 0. So this is a left pointer, you can say, and right is equal to 3, which is like nums dot length minus 1. So length is like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1 is 3 we have. So as a programming language is like 0 based index. So 1 is 0, 3 is 1, 5 is 2, and 6 is 3. So of course our right pointer is being initialized to the last element, which is 6 over here. So as a first step, we have to find the mid value. So what is the value of left? Left is 0, right? And right is 3, right? So 0 plus 3, which is 3. 3 divided by 2, you will get answer as 1.5, but 1 is being considered over here as a mid value. Yeah. And now check nums of mid. So nums of mid, which is like nums of 1. So what is the value in nums array of first index, which is 3, right? So nums of mid is equal to 3 over here. Now check target is less than nums of mid. So target we have 2. So 2 is less than nums of mid. So if 2 is less than nums of mid, you have to alter the right pointer. So now right pointer is equal to mid minus 1, which is 0. Why mid minus 1? The mid is value is 1 over here. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And left is also 0. Right is also 0. So now mid is equal to 0 plus 0 by 2, which we will get mid value as 0. So nums of mid is equal to 1 over here, because here the 0th index has the value of 1. So nums of mid is equal to 1. And next, if you just check again, target is 2 and nums of mid is 1, right? So target is greater than the mid value. So what we do, we will, if the target is greater than a mid value, we will just increment the left pointer. So left is equal to mid plus 1. So what is the value of mid? Mid is 0 over here, right? So 0 plus 1, which is 1 over here. So now you have left is equal to 1 and right is equal to 0. What's our while condition? Our while condition is left should be lesser than or equal to right. So here you can see left is greater than 1 I mean left is greater than right. So we have left is equal to 1 and right is equal to 0. So it got crossed over here. So our loop will get exit, right? So our loop will get exit over here. So once a loop get exited, you have to return the left. So what is the value of left over here? So the value of left is 1 over here. So 1 is nothing but our first index. So nums of array of 1, which is 2. So as in previous I said now, so 2 will be inserted in first index, which is like nums of 1. So hence we got the correct position to insert the target value, which is 2 over here. So now let's run and check this code. So yeah, our test case has been passed, and now let's submit and check. Cool. So our numerical got submitted successfully. So yeah, that's it of this video, guys, and let me see you on next video. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.